Good morning. Today I'm going to show you how to make one of my favorite fused textures. The first thing I need to do is to paint this pre-prepared silver shape with a fusing solution that is made from cupric acetate and clear fire, which is like a glue used for enameling. And I just put a thin layer of the fusing solution on the silver shape. Next, I put fine silver dust on the shape, and this is dust that I collect when I've been working with fine silver, either with a saw or filing. So I just carefully keep this for doing exactly this texture. And fine silver is actually a purer quality than sterling silver. It's 99.9% pure, whereas sterling silver is 92.5% pure. I then carefully take my silver shape with the dust on it and put it on a charcoal block. And the charcoal block helps the silver retain a bit more heat than if I was just using a regular soldering block. And for this, a small torch is definitely powerful enough for this job. I don't need anything bigger than this. This is just a little torch that runs on butane. So I carefully heat up first the charcoal block around the shape. And this is just to start getting a little bit of heat into the silver sheet that's underneath that dust. What I don't want to do is a tap from the top right away, because I could easily just melt those fine granules of silver right into the sheet below. Whereas this way, I give it a chance to warm the sheet up first, so that essentially they fuse into each other, but I keep some texture on the top of it. It also helps to dry out that fusing solution so it doesn't boil when I put the flame on it. Then move the flame really gently and really carefully. This is where you have to keep your wits about you, because there is a point at which that silver dust just starts to sparkle, and you know it's just about ready to fuse at that point. And you can see the whole shape underneath is now red hot as well. So this is getting quite close just to run and give me the texture I'm after. Just a little bit of sparkle, a little bit of texture showing. And that right there is what I want. That sort of dimply effect on the silver. And that is basically that. What I'll do is I will let that cool, and I will then polish off the edges, clean off any bits of silver dust that are fused to the back of it, although I do try quite carefully not to get that on, and then put that in my tumbler, because this, when it's fresh, is just like sandpaper. It's very rough and you could never use it as a piece of jewellery, but once it's been in my tumbler, it will be just perfect.